A super-Earth thought to orbit Barnard Star, the second closest star to our own Sun, actually doesn't exist. Or so say the authors of a new paper accepted for publication in the Astronomical Journal. The University of California, Irvine-led team used archival data and new measurements of Barnard Star's radial velocity, or how it moves towards or away from us along our line of sight to make the determination. They credit the Habitable-Zone Planet Finder, HPF, instrument attached to the 10-meter Hobby-Eberly Telescope at McDonald Observatory in Texas with providing enough data to determine that signal first interpreted as a super-Earth actually is an alias of the star's 145-day rotation period. The astronomers suggest that signals initially appearing to be from a super-Earth, measuring 3.3 times the size of Earth are more likely the result of aliasing from an incomplete sampling of stellar activity bearing similarity to the spots on our own Sun, says UCI. As I wrote here earlier, the team who claimed the 2018 detection in a paper in the journal Nature combined 20 years of data from 7 different telescopic instruments to detect the planet using Doppler spectroscopy, which measures how the star's light is either redshifting away from us, or blueshifting towards us along our line of sight. Our observations with the new HPF instrument do not show a signal at the proposed planet's period of 233 days, lead author Jack Lubin, a UCI doctoral student in physics, told me. We see that the 233-day signal is strongest only in 3 consecutive observing seasons, from 2011 to 2013, which represents only about 25% of the data, he says. At the time the proposed planet signal is strongest, stellar activity on the surface of the star was also strong, says Lubin. Thus, he notes, the signal associated with the planet can be explained by activity emanating from stellar activity instead of from the telltale periodic tug on Barnard Star from a putative super-Earth. As I noted here previously, Barnard Star, which lies only 6 light-years away in Ophiuchus, has long fascinated astronomers both due to its proximity to Earth and the fact that it has the largest apparent motion across our line of sight as any known stellar object. In the 105 years since its discovery by astronomer E. Barnard, it is the nearest star to our own Sun in the Northern Celestial Hemisphere, the authors note. One of the more infamous claims of planets around Barnard Star came in 1963, when Swarthmore College astronomer Peter van de Kamp announced that he had detected a planet using Swarthmore's 24-inch refractor at Sproul Observatory. Van de Kamp later updated his findings 3 more times, proposing a second planet in the system with periods of 12 and 20 years, respectively, the authors note. Van de Kamp had been using Sproul Observatory's 61-centimeter refractor telescope to take photographic plates of Barnard Star.